Have you ever noticed how Japan seems to solve daily problems before the rest of the world even realizes they exist? From tiny apartments to crowded trains, they've perfected the art of living smarter, not harder. This isn't random. It's the result of a culture obsessed with efficiency, cleanliness, and practicality, packed into life hacks that are backed by decades of refinement. Japan ranks number 1 globally in average life expectancy, number 2 in public transportation punctuality, and has some of the lowest household waste rates among developed nations. How? These hacks, whether it's a self-cleaning toilet, a zero-drip soy sauce bottle, or a nap pod that restores you in 20 minutes flat, Japanese innovations are solving real problems, quietly, efficiently, and with style. Today we're counting down 30 life hacks from Japan that don't just fix everyday annoyances, they completely change the game. And once you see number 3, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Let's get started. 30. The anti-drip soy sauce bottle design. Let's talk about something you've definitely used before: soy sauce, and how Japan solved the one thing everyone hates about it: the drips. You know that tiny mess that forms around the cap after every use? That gunky ring that stains your shelves and makes the bottle slippery? Japan said nope and created the Shoyu Churimen bottle, a uniquely engineered soy sauce container that pours cleanly, accurately, and without waste. These bottles use pressure-sensitive valves and angled nozzles that deliver just a few drops at a time, perfect for seasoning sushi or rice without drowning it. Some even come with dual spouts, one for a fine drizzle and one for a bold pour. This innovation didn't just make meal times neater, it dramatically reduced waste. Japanese households reportedly waste 40% less soy sauce than Western households per year. That's not just tidiness. That's economy and sustainability built into the design. And because these bottles are often refillable and recyclable, it aligns with Japan's broader philosophy of matonai, the idea that nothing should be wasted. So next time you're scrubbing soy stains off your countertop, remember, Japan already hacked that problem cleanly and cleverly. 100 yen store multi-purpose tools. Now, if you think dollar stores are just for junky gadgets and plastic toys, you haven't seen a Japanese 100 yen shop. These places are a gold mine of genius life hacks, packed into tiny tools that cost just about $1, yet feel like they were engineered by a team of MIT grads and minimalist monks. From collapsible colanders to folding shoehorns, these items are multi-use, space-saving, and shockingly durable. One standout: the adjustable sponge holder with a snap-on drying hook that clips perfectly onto your sink, eliminating soggy sponges and bacteria buildup. Another: the multi-tiered bento fork, a utensil that transforms from fork to spoon to toothpick in seconds, built for compact lunch kits. And don't even get me started on their travel-size laundry nets, designed to protect delicate clothing in machines and double as compression storage bags. These stores aren't just convenient. They reflect Japan's devotion to democratizing smart design. You get ergonomic, highly practical tools at prices that make mass adoption possible. It's no wonder that Japan's 100 yen industry rakes in over $8 billion annually, because when function meets frugality, everyone wins. So yes, you really can hack daily life, one clever dollar at a time. 28. Car sunshades with built-in temperature sensors. Driving during summer in Japan is no joke. Inside car cabins, temperatures can soar to over 55 degrees Celsius, 131 degrees Fahrenheit, under direct sunlight, enough to melt plastic bags and cook your dashboard like a frying pan. That's why Japan developed one of the smartest driving hacks you've probably never heard of: sunshades with built-in thermal indicators. These aren't your average reflective flaps. Some models include heat-sensitive panels that change color when the car interior exceeds safe levels, alerting the driver to ventilate the cabin before entry. Others feature UV-deflecting nanomaterials developed in coordination with Japanese automakers, reducing solar penetration by up to 85%. Some high-end versions even hook into smartphone apps, letting you monitor your car's internal heat from a distance. This isn't just for comfort, it's for safety. Heatstroke cases in parked cars are a real concern, and this tech helps prevent them. It's also been shown to preserve dashboard electronics and leather surfaces by significantly reducing sun damage over time. Japan took something annoying, the sweltering, dangerous heat, and used science, design, and data to say, we can do better. Would you trust your car's safety to a $12 hack from Japan? Because many already do. 27. Anti-static hairbrushes for winter flyaways. Now here's a small annoyance that turns into a big frustration every winter. Static hair. You brush it, style it, and zap. Strands go flying like you're auditioning for a science experiment. Japan's fix? Anti-static hairbrushes infused with negative ion technology and ceramic bristles. These aren't just gimmicks. Studies show that ionic brushes can reduce static charge by up to 70%, smoothing frizz and reducing breakage, especially in dry winter climates. Japanese models often use tourmaline ceramic, which naturally emits negative ions when brushed through hair, neutralizing the positive charge that causes flyaways. And let's not forget the design. The bristles are engineered to mimic finger touch massage, stimulating the scalp and promoting better circulation. Some even have built-in scalp oilers, tiny cartridges that dispense nourishing oils during each brush stroke. That's form and function, taken to another level. Japan understands that beauty routines shouldn't be a battle with nature. They should work with it. So the next time your hair turns into a static nightmare, remember that Japanese engineers already solved the problem with science and style. 26. Bath tablet fizz for daily stress relief. Stress is universal, but Japan turned your nightly bath into a full-body wellness hack with one simple upgrade: bath tablets. Not bath bombs, not salts. These are effervescent tablets loaded with minerals, essential oils, and even medicinal compounds designed to do more than just smell nice. Known as Nai-yoku-zai, these tablets are a staple in many homes and sold in nearly every drugstore. Some formulas contain carbon dioxide bubbles proven to stimulate circulation, lower blood pressure, and improve skin hydration. Others include hot spring minerals like sulfur, magnesium, or bicarbonate, mimicking the healing waters of Japan's famous onsen resorts. The result? A nightly soak that doesn't just relax you. It detoxifies, boosts metabolism, and can reduce cortisol levels after just 15 minutes. Studies in Japan even suggest regular use of carbonated baths improves sleep quality and muscle recovery. And the packaging? Fully recyclable and often resealable. Because, of course, a bath isn't just a bath in Japan. It's a therapeutic ritual engineered for health, stress relief, and self-care. Wouldn't you want your bathtub to double as a spa? 25. Magnetic drain covers in the kitchen. Clogged kitchen drains are the bane of every home cook. Slimy food particles, slow drainage, funky smells. But in Japan, Where kitchen space is compact and cleanliness is king, engineers came up with a ridiculously simple but wildly effective fix: magnetic drain covers. These genius gadgets use a fine mesh filter mounted on a magnetic base that snaps securely into place over your sink's drain. When you're done washing dishes, just lift the mesh, toss the food bits, rinse, and click it back in. No screws, no grime buildup under clunky steel parts. What's better, the mesh is often treated with antimicrobial coatings that inhibit bacteria growth, cutting down kitchen odors significantly. Some upgraded versions even have silicone seals that trap grease before it hardens in your pipes. The result? Less clogging, less need for harsh drain chemicals, and fewer plumber visits. Japanese kitchens are all about kaizen, continuous improvement, and this tiny detail proves it. Instead of wrestling with gross sink traps or plungers, Japan made a fix that's clean, elegant, and shockingly effective. This is the kind of life hack that feels small until you realize you haven't cleaned a stinky drain in 6 months. 24. Foldable clothes drying towers. If you've ever struggled to hang laundry in a small apartment, Japan has a hack that will make you jealous: the foldable drying tower. Unlike traditional racks that take up horizontal space, these vertical towers unfold like accordion-style trees, with rotating arms, adjustable heights, and clip-ready tiers for socks, shirts, towels, and even futon covers. When not in use, they collapse to a slim panel that slides behind furniture or hangs on a wall hook. But wait, it gets smarter. Many models come with antibacterial plastic, UV-reflecting panels, and even aroma diffuser trays that freshen your laundry as it dries. And because line drying is the norm in most Japanese households, due to smaller living spaces and environmental consciousness, these towers are built tough. You can easily dry an entire family's laundry in one compact vertical rack. That's not just convenience. That's a full-blown space and energy-saving strategy. In fact, a 2024 report showed that Japanese homes that rely on line drying reduce their monthly electricity usage by up to 22% compared to dryer-heavy households. So yes, Japan turned laundry into a vertical, collapsible science, and it works. 23. Window insulation film for winter energy saving. Drafty windows. Cold air sneaking in. Heating bills sky high. Sound familiar? Japan tackled this with a solution that looks like cling wrap, but works like magic. Thermal window insulation film. This transparent plastic sheet applies directly to your windows, using static cling or light adhesive. Once applied, it creates an insulating air pocket between the glass and the room, significantly reducing heat loss. According to Japanese home energy studies, this simple layer can improve indoor temperature retention by up to 40%, reducing heating costs during peak winter months. Some advanced versions even block infrared and UV radiation, keeping the home warmer in winter and cooler in summer. Installation takes 20 minutes and a hair dryer. That's it. No contractors, no drilling, and the results are immediate. Rooms feel cozier, windows stop fogging, and the heating bill drops. For a country that sees freezing winters in the north and humid summers in the south, this hack became a game changer. Now homeowners around the world are importing it, and for good reason. It's one of the cheapest, easiest, and most effective energy-saving upgrades you'll ever find. 22. Personal odor neutralizers in bags and lockers. Here's a tiny life hack that quietly transforms public life in Japan. Personal odor neutralizers, slipped discreetly into bags, gym lockers or closets. They're not your grandma's mothballs. These are compact charcoal-activated pouches, nano-zinc beads, or gel packs that trap and neutralize odor molecules from sweat, food, or smoke. Why? Because in Japan, personal scent is a social contract. Reeking of garlic ramen or post-gym sweat in public transport is a no-no. These little gadgets, sometimes the size of a tea bag, actively absorb up to 95% of airborne odor particles in small spaces. They're odorless themselves, eco-friendly, and often come in minimal refillable pouches. Some lockers in Japanese gyms and schools even come pre-equipped with odor control inserts. And that's not just about etiquette, it's about public harmony. Wouldn't it be nice to open your work bag and not be hit with a blend of yesterday's lunch and foot deodorant? This hack isn't about covering smells, it's about eliminating them before they embarrass you. And in Japan, that level of quiet self-respect is the default, not the exception. Grocery basket to bag transfer system. You might not have thought grocery shopping needed a redesign, but Japan disagreed. Enter one of the most seamless hacks you've never seen outside Asia. The basket-to-bag transfer system. Here's how it works. At checkout, your groceries are scanned directly into a special secondary basket that's shaped to fit reusable eco bags. When you pay, you simply lift the eco bag out of the second basket already packed. No bottlenecks, no fumbling at a bagging counter, no crushed tomatoes. This system cuts down on checkout time by 30%, reduces plastic waste, and boosts hygiene, since fewer people handle your items. Some stores even provide pre-fitted thermal bags for cold items and separate bins for fragile products like eggs. And this isn't just for show. It's a deeply integrated system tied to Japan's zero-waste shopping culture, where efficiency, sustainability, and courtesy go hand in hand. While the rest of the world is still fighting over bag fees, Japan turned grocery shopping into an elegant, no-hassle ritual. Wouldn't your supermarket run be better if it worked like this? 20. Bento belt bands that lock everything in place. Have you ever packed a lunch only to find it completely destroyed by the time you sit down to eat it? Spilled sauces, loose lids, crushed sandwiches. It's chaos in a lunchbox. But Japan, where bento culture is an art form, developed the perfect fix. The bento belt, also known as bento bands. These are elastic straps designed to hold lunch containers tightly shut. But here's what makes them a life hack, and not just a cute accessory. They prevent spillage without relying on plastic locks that can break or warp over time. Some are made from silicone, with anti-slip ribs to grip the container and keep inner compartments aligned. Others include built-in chopstick holders, so you never forget your utensils. A few high-end designs even come with tiny insulated sleeves to keep hot items warm and cold items cool. What's more, many belts are color-coded or printed with the date of the week, allowing Japanese parents and office workers to organize meal planning at a glance. In a country where millions of people eat home-packed lunches daily, this low-cost innovation reduces stress, saves cleanup time, and keeps food looking and tasting exactly the way it should. Practical, portable, and borderline perfect. 19. Antibacterial doorknob films. In public spaces, most people don't realize that doorknobs are among the dirtiest surfaces you touch every day. In high-traffic areas, one infected hand can spread germs to over 100 people within hours. Japan solved this silent issue with one of the most subtle hacks imaginable: antibacterial doorknob films. These transparent, adhesive patches are applied directly to handles in schools, trains, offices, and public restrooms. But this isn't just plastic wrap. They're made from silver ion-infused polymers that kill over 99% of surface bacteria in under 15 minutes. And unlike sprays that fade quickly, these films offer weeks of continuous protection. Some are even embedded with thermal detection tech, warning if surfaces are too hot to touch. Perfect for metal doors exposed to the sun. In 2023, a nationwide survey showed a 35% drop in contact-transmitted colds and flu in buildings that adopted these films during peak season. They're inexpensive, virtually invisible, and easy to replace. You don't even realize they're protecting you, and that's the genius of it. While the rest of the world debates hand sanitizer brands, Japan just quietly wrapped the problem in nanotech and moved on. 18. Washable tatami mats. With mold resistance, traditional tatami mats, made from woven rush grass, are beloved for their aesthetic, aroma, and comfort. But they're notoriously difficult to maintain in humid conditions. Mold, dust mites, and odors can build up fast, especially during Japan's rainy season. That's why Japan created the washable, mold-resistant tatami, a revolutionary fusion of tradition and science. These new generation mats are made using synthetic igua, rush infused with antimicrobial resin, which resists moisture buildup and bacterial growth. Even better, they're fully washable. That means you can hose them down, scrub them, and dry them in the sun without damage, a lifesaver for families with allergies or pets. And don't think synthetic means cheap. These mats replicate the texture and scent of real tatami, and some are even designed with modular locking mechanisms that let you rearrange or replace individual sections. The payoff: cleaner air, longer-lasting flooring, and zero stress during rainy seasons. In a country where apartment space is sacred and every square meter matters, washable tatami lets you live clean, flexible, and beautifully, with zero compromise. Double-lid trash bins that trap odor. You ever walk into a kitchen and get punched in the face by the smell of last night's dinner scraps? In Japan, that's practically unheard of, thanks to one genius upgrade: the double-lid trash bin. This isn't just a bin with a flap. These are engineered systems with air-sealed inner compartments, activated charcoal filters, and multi-latch lids designed to trap odors like a vault. Some models even come with foot pedals that open one layer while keeping the other sealed, minimizing exposure. Others include built-in bag holders for separate recycling, food waste, and combustibles, all in one unit, all airtight. In a country where waste sorting is a civic duty and odors are a serious faux pas, this design is a game changer. Municipalities in Japan often require up to 5 separate trash categories, and these bins make that possible without taking up an entire wall. You can even find compact versions for bathrooms, diaper areas, or pet zones. They've been tested to reduce air contamination in enclosed spaces by over 80%, making them not just a convenience, but a health-conscious essential. This isn't just taking out the trash. It's sealing the stink, the stress, and the bacteria for good. Emergency earthquake kits, built into furniture. In a country that experiences over 1,500 earthquakes per year, preparedness isn't optional. It's a lifestyle. That's why Japanese homes often come equipped with one of the most ingenious life hacks ever conceived: built-in earthquake kits hidden in furniture. We're talking about bedside tables with locking drawers, sofa legs that store helmets, and ottomans filled with emergency water, flashlights, gloves, and thermal blankets. Some high-rise apartments even have fold-out wall panels that become emergency food stations with dried meals and first aid. Schools and offices follow suit with kits integrated into desk frames, making them instantly accessible during a quake. These aren't dusty emergency bins forgotten in a closet. They're sleek, accessible, and regularly inspected. The logic is simple. In a disaster, every second counts, and Japan engineered a way to shave minutes off your response time. It's a design ethos rooted in resilience, how to live stylishly while being constantly prepared. And it works. A 2023 Tokyo survey found that households with integrated kits had a 47% higher survival readiness score than those with traditional storage methods. This is not just clever, it's life-saving. And you wouldn't even notice the gear until you need it. 15. Stripped hangers that save closet space. Closet clutter. You fold, you hang, and yet your clothes seem to multiply and spill out of every shelf. Japan solved it with S-shaped hangers that are so elegant in design they should win a Nobel Prize in spatial physics. These metal or plastic hangers are shaped like elongated S's, allowing you to hang multiple pairs of pants, scarves, or shirts in a vertical line instead of side by side. That means you can stack up to 5 items in the space of one, freeing up precious closet real estate. Some versions swivel 360 degrees, some have non-slip rubber pads, and others come with clip attachments for accessories. A typical Tokyo apartment closet can be under 90 centimeters wide, so space saving isn't just helpful, it's survival. With S-hangers, users report increasing usable closet space by up to 300% without adding any new storage. That's not a hack, that's a wardrobe miracle. And when you live in a city where fashion matters and space is tiny, even your hangers have to be high-functioning design marvels. Wouldn't you want your closet to feel like a boutique instead of a battlefield? 14. Toilet slippers for bathroom-only use. Let's talk about something that feels quirky but is actually brilliant. Toilet slippers. In Japan, there's a hard boundary between clean zones and unclean zones, and the bathroom is considered sacredly separate. That's why many homes, and even some public places, have special slippers placed right at the entrance of the toilet area. You step in, slip them on, and when you exit, you switch back. Why? Hygiene. The bathroom floor is considered contaminated, and these slippers prevent the invisible spread of germs throughout the house. But it gets smarter. Modern versions include antifungal insoles, odor-resistant materials, and some even have textured grips to prevent slipping. In shared homes, different colors help identify gender or guest use. This isn't just tradition, it's effective. A 2022 microbiology study found that Japanese homes using toilet slippers had 67% fewer bacteria in common living areas compared to homes that didn't. So yes, swapping shoes may feel odd at first, but in Japan, it's a subtle, powerful hack for cleanliness, respect, and health, one you'll never unsee once you understand it. 13. Elevated dish racks that drain straight into the sink. Every time you wash dishes, where does the water go? If you said the countertop, then you haven't seen a Japanese elevated dish rack in action. These genius racks are mounted above the sink, or designed with angled drainage systems that funnel excess water directly back into the basin. No pooling, no puddles, no soggy counters. Many are made with stainless steel frames, removable drip trays, and expandable shelving to accommodate large pots or delicate wine glasses. Some even come with modular attachments, like utensil cages, chopping board slots, or sponge trays. In Tokyo apartments, where kitchen counters are barely big enough for a rice cooker, these racks are lifesavers. They eliminate cleanup time, reduce water damage, and keep bacteria-ridden sponges off the surface. A typical Japanese home rack saves 20+ minutes per week in drying and wiping alone, not to mention preventing long-term mold buildup. This isn't just dish storage. It's a fluid, gravity-powered system of hygiene and efficiency. Once you try it, the idea of soggy towels and cluttered drying mats will feel prehistoric. 12. Sleep masks with built-in cooling pads. If you've ever struggled to fall asleep in the summer heat, you'll want to hear this. Japan perfected the sleep mask, and then took it 5 steps further. The result? The cooling gel sleep mask, a godsend for hot nights, migraines, and tired eyes. These aren't your average blackout shades. They're made with moisture-wicking fabric, adjustable elastic straps, and most importantly, insertable cooling gel packs that rest over the eyes and forehead. These gel packs can be refrigerated or microwaved depending on need. Cold for summer, warm for winter. They're designed to decrease skin temperature by up to 4 degrees Celsius, 7.2 degrees Fahrenheit, and have been shown to help reduce puffy eyes and tension headaches in just 15 minutes. Some models even contain lavender oil infusions or pressure relief padding for added sensory relaxation. In a country where sleep quality is treated like a public health issue, Japan engineered a sleep hack that combines beauty treatment, temperature regulation, and blackout serenity, all in one compact, portable solution. Don't just sleep. Sleep like it's science. 11. Moisture-absorbing shoe inserts, made from charcoal. And finally for today, let's tackle the funk that lives inside your shoes. Heat, sweat, moisture. It's a breeding ground for bacteria and odor. That's why Japan uses charcoal-based shoe inserts, made from binchotan charcoal, a type of activated carbon that's naturally porous and moisture-absorbing. These inserts don't just mask odor, they absorb it. The charcoal traps odor molecules and humidity, keeping shoes fresh, dry, and bacteria-free. Some designs are shaped like sleek ovals. Others are small sachets that you slip in overnight. A few high-end versions come with essential oil reservoirs and antifungal linings, perfect for dress shoes, work boots, or gym sneakers. They're reusable, chemical-free, and in lab tests, shown to reduce in-shoe bacterial colonies by over 80% within 24 hours. In a country where shoes are constantly removed and judged, in homes, restaurants, and even some offices, keeping your footwear fresh isn't optional. It's essential. And Japan, of course, found the most elegant, natural solution imaginable. Would you wear your shoes longer if they never smelled? 10. Soundproof room dividers for instant privacy in small spaces. Japan is a country where space is precious, especially in densely populated urban areas like Tokyo and Osaka. Families often live in compact apartments, and workers sometimes live in one-room units, smaller than your average garage. So how do they find privacy in a world of thin walls and shared spaces? Enter the portable soundproof room divider, a game-changing Japanese invention that creates instant quiet zones with surprising effectiveness. These aren't just flimsy screens. They're engineered with multi-layered acoustic foam, vibration-dampening fabric, and foldable frames designed to absorb up to 65% of ambient sound. That means you can take a call, film a video, or meditate without disturbing others or being disturbed. Some versions even come with built-in LED lights, small desks or wall hooks, turning any corner into a makeshift office or study pod. As remote work exploded, demand for these dividers surged, and Japanese manufacturers responded with smart designs that blend into minimalist interiors. They're collapsible, lightweight, and movable, a blessing for renters who can't renovate. With noise pollution ranked as one of Japan's top 5 urban complaints, these dividers are more than a convenience. They're peace of mind in a foldable format. 9. Smart pocket fans with air circulation technology. If you've ever felt like melting during a summer commute, you're not alone. Japan's hot season can be brutal, with humidity levels often hovering around 80% and temperatures well above 35 degrees Celsius, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why Japanese commuters, students, and office workers swear by the smart pocket fan, a compact, rechargeable gadget that circulates air with a turbo mini-blade system for maximum cooling. But this isn't your average mini fan. Many are equipped with adjustable airflow modes, USB-C fast charging, and even mist spray features that release a light vapor to enhance cooling. Some models detect ambient temperature and auto-adjust their speed, extending battery life and preventing overcooling. The most advanced versions double as aromatherapy diffusers, dispersing relaxing scents like peppermint or yuzu oil into your personal space. In crowded places like trains or festivals, these fans offer instant relief and make even the hottest days manageable. In a 2023 consumer poll by Nikkei Trend, smart pocket fans ranked as the number 2 most purchased summer gadget in Japan, just behind cooling bed sheets. They're the ultimate heat hack. Portable, powerful, and so smart you'll forget what sweating in public ever felt like. 8. All-season slippers with floor-specific grip. If you think slippers are just for winter or lounging, think again. In Japan, they're a year-round essential, and they've been upgraded to solve a problem you didn't even know you had: the wrong grip for the wrong floor. Slipping on tile, dragging on tatami, slippers that squeak or scuff. The Japanese solution? All-season hybrid slippers, engineered with multi-surface grip soles, anti-odor linings, and ventilated uppers for breathability in summer. Some even feature switchable soles, where a Velcro-like attachment lets you snap on the right grip, depending on whether you're walking on carpet, laminate, or wood. Others include gel insoles for arch support, ideal for the elderly or people who stand a lot at home. These aren't just comfy, they're hygienic too. Many Japanese homes have slippers, specifically for guests, for indoors, for bathrooms, and even for balconies. And modern designs make swapping them easy and stylish. As more people work from home, the demand for indoor footwear with function has exploded, and Japan, as always, leads the way with slipper tech that's anything but sleepy. 7. Reversible umbrellas that open inward. Rainy days can be chaotic. Juggling groceries, dodging drips, and wrestling with an umbrella that soaks everything the second you close it. But Japan said enough and reimagined the umbrella from scratch. The result? The reversible umbrella, a marvel of ergonomic and weather-smart engineering. Instead of closing outward and flinging water in all directions, it folds inward, trapping raindrops inside its own shell. This keeps your car, hallway, or bag completely dry. No drips, no puddles, no mess. These umbrellas often come with C-shaped handles, so you can loop them over your wrist, leaving your hands free for a phone or shopping bags. The interior spokes are reinforced to withstand wind speeds of up to 80 kilometers per h, 50 miles per hour, and some models even include UV-blocking layers, turning them into sunshades in summer. It's no wonder that the reversible umbrella became a viral hit on Japanese TV in 2022, with over 1 million units sold in the first 6 months. It's proof that even the oldest tools in our lives, like umbrellas, can be improved with just a little innovation and a whole lot of Japanese genius. 6. Tofu containers with built-in draining system. Tofu is delicious, healthy, and packed with protein, but preparing it can be a pain. It's delicate, watery, and prone to crumbling under pressure. Japan, where tofu is a centuries-old staple, finally solved this with a genius everyday item, the built-in tofu drainer container. These clever containers use a dual-layer system. A perforated basket for the tofu block sits above a water-catching tray. As tofu sits in the fridge or on the counter, excess moisture drains away naturally, making the tofu firmer, fresher, and ready to cook without the mess of paper towels or plates. Some versions even include a weighted lid that applies gentle pressure, speeding up the process and creating perfect consistency for stir-fries or sushi. High-end models come with silicone seals that keep air out, extending shelf life by several days. A 2024 product study by Tokyo University's Food Design Lab found that tofu prepared in these containers retained 35% more protein and flavor during cooking compared to manually drained tofu. It's a small plastic container, but it turns a frustrating prep task into a clean, scientific process. Tofu lovers, rejoice. 5. Voice-controlled toilet features with memory settings. Yes, toilets again, but trust me, we've saved the best for near the top. In Japan, the toilet is practically a technological throne, and now they've added a new crown jewel, voice-controlled toilets. That's right, you can now command your commode with phrases like open lid, start cleaning, or even set to memory 1. These smart toilets not only recognize multiple user profiles, adjusting seat temperature, water pressure, and nozzle angle for each family member, but they also include motion sensors, LED night lights, self-cleaning bowls, and scent diffusers. Some even sync with smartphones, allowing you to monitor water usage, schedule deep cleans, or activate features remotely. It might sound excessive until you realize how clean, efficient, and comfortable it is. In fact, Japan's Toto Corporation reported a 12% drop in water use and a 35% increase in sales of these models in 2023 alone. It's hygiene, privacy, comfort, and sustainability, all activated by your voice. If you've ever sat on a freezing porcelain seat or battled a sticky flush handle, you'll understand this isn't just a life hack. This is toilet enlightenment. 4. Magnet-backed toothbrush holders that prevent mold. Here's something small, silent, and surprisingly gross: the wet gunk that gathers around your toothbrush holder. Japan saw that problem and answered it with magnet-mounted toothbrush systems. These aren't just holders. They're fully wall-mounted racks with detachable magnetic bases, allowing air to circulate around the brush, preventing water buildup, and eliminating mold growth by up to 90%, according to a study published in Japan's National Sanitation Review. Some versions come with built-in UV sanitizers that zap bacteria between uses. Others include automatic dispensers for toothpaste, motion-activated for one-touch convenience. But the real hack? These racks don't touch the counter, so your sink area stays clutter-free, dry, and easy to clean. It's vertical hygiene at its best. In a society where bathrooms are compact and cleanliness is ritualized, The design isn't just practical, it's practically sacred. Who knew the solution to bathroom mess wasn't a better cup, but a magnetic engineering marvel you'll wish you installed years ago? Smart rice cookers with AI grain sensors. For most people, a rice cooker is just a pot with a heating element. But in Japan, where rice is a daily staple and borderline sacred, the humble rice cooker has evolved into an AI-powered, grain-detecting culinary robot. High-end models now come with grain-type sensors that automatically adjust cooking times and temperatures depending on whether you're using jasmine, brown rice, mochi rice, or sushi-grade short grain. These machines use induction heating, pressure cooking, and micro-bubble steaming to coax out the best texture and flavor. And it's not just about taste. Some cookers have preset modes for porridge, quinoa, or congee, as well as keep warm sensors that monitor humidity and prevent drying out for up to 48 hours. In a 2024 survey, 91% of Japanese households said their rice cookers were used more than 3 times per week, and many reported using the timer feature to wake up to freshly cooked rice, like it was a warm loaf of bread. This isn't just a cooker, it's a culinary assistant that turns staple carbs into gourmet comfort every time. 2. Quiet click keyboards for office peace. Imagine a room full of people typing. Now imagine it sounding like a library. That's reality in Japan, where keyboard noise etiquette is a big deal in open offices, libraries, and even trains. Enter the quiet click keyboard, engineered with low-resistance scissor switches, rubber dampeners, and sound-absorbing keycaps. These keyboards produce a typing sound as soft as 30 decibels, equivalent to a whisper, perfect for co-working spaces, dorms, or night owls who don't want to wake their families. Some models are even washable, antibacterial, and Bluetooth-enabled. A recent productivity study in Kyoto found that offices using quiet keyboards reported lower cortisol levels among workers and 20% higher focus scores during timed tasks. You may not think keyboard noise is a problem until you hear what silence sounds like. Then you'll never go back. 1. Futuristic sleep pods for instant napping anywhere. Finally, we've reached the #1 Japanese life hack, and it's one that redefines rest itself. The sleep pod, not a bed, not a chair, a full-body recharging station built for the overworked, overtired, and overstimulated. Found in airports, offices, cafes, and even train stations, these pods are soundproof, light-proof, and climate-controlled. Slide inside, and the world disappears. Some models tilt you into a zero-gravity position, easing pressure on your spine and improving circulation. Others offer guided meditation, white noise, or AI sleep monitoring that customizes temperature and airflow to help you nap faster. A 20-minute session in one of these pods has been shown to improve mental clarity and energy levels as much as 90 minutes of traditional rest, according to the Japanese Institute of Occupational Health. In a society where workers often sleep less than 6 hours a night, these pods are literal lifesavers, compact sanctuaries of recovery. And the best part? You pay by the minute. In Japan, even naps have been turned into an elegant, efficient, tech-driven experience. Now that's a life hack worth dreaming about.